All right, let's talk about some math for a second. Did you know that the latest research on distance learning says that people have trouble connecting with just like a head and an upper body? So in that last sequence, I was just strolling up to show you that I'm a real person and I'm on the computer every day like you guys are, checking your progress. I think we can do this.
Math models. I appreciate your work today. So today was Tuesday, and you guys had a look at some sequences predicting the next number in the series. I want to show you a little bit more about that. Now we get the instruction. Now that I have a feeling for how you guys do with these, I'm looking at the responses from today. And let's see, maybe I can bring this over as a window. Okay, so I'm going to bring this into view. Here are the responses. At the top in the highlighted cell here, it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perhaps you remember that one. It was the first problem. Almost everybody got it. And then as the problems got a little harder, you'll see more variation in the answers, right? So as a teacher, I can see, okay, well, 3 people missed it here. By the time we got to this one, there's a lot more variation. Same is true for these. There's a lot of variation in the numbers. There are correct answers in here and some that are not. Okay, so what you did today was valuable. You thought for a minute. You provided me with some input and you told me how you think. So let's try some instruction on this. We're talking about arithmetic sequences. I'm going to go away. Identify the number pattern and fill in the missing numbers. Tomorrow, Wednesday, you'll have a very similar assignment. You'll think, wait a minute, I already did this. You did. I'm going to give you some of these problems. And what I want to show you here is here's a pattern of 5 numbers. I want to predict the next number in the series. And so here's one way that you can figure out the pattern. Look at the difference between these two. And I had people write this in lots of different ways. In math, the difference between a negative 11 and a negative 9, well, this is a positive 2. 2 places to the right on a number line. Positive 2 was added to negative 11 to get negative 9. And this is consistent. Plus 2, negative 7 plus 2 equals negative 5. Negative 5 plus 2 equals negative 3. And negative 3 plus 2 equals negative 1. Here's a couple of ways to think about this. Another one would be to draw your number line. Okay, so this would be negative 11. Let's zoom in a little bit. Negative 9, negative 7, negative 5, negative 3, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So this is a number line that goes along with this problem. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. I picture things physically in space. So I think of actually jumping 2 each time. Jumping 2. I draw arrows and number lines to help me. This is what's been happening. The next number in sequence after this one is negative 1. Then you would have a 1 and then a 3. Okay, let's try one with negative numbers. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. 15 goes to 10. What happened here? This was a reduction, a subtraction of 5 from 15 to 10. I need to check my next sequence. Is it the same pattern? It is. -5. Take away 5, you get to 0. Take away 5 from 0, you get the negative numbers. You get -5. Take away another 5, -10. So I just want to show you a couple of ways to think about it. Some people will use a number line. They can draw this on a scratch piece of paper and make the hops. Others will do arrows directly into the figure. So it's a -5 difference. 15, 10, 5, 0, -5. -10 comes next. Your work for Wednesday will look very similar. The problems actually get easier here. I wanted to try and see what you know before we started, and I appreciate your work up through Tuesday afternoon. I have what we need. So tomorrow's work is going to be sequences, and then we will move on Thursday and Friday to work on more with negative numbers. Thanks for your time.